Greetings to you. Greetings and happy holiday. Happy holiday to all you, the lovely viewers, those following later via TikTok and Facebook, YouTube. I think I'm also streaming on Instagram, but nonetheless, wherever you find convenience in watching, greetings to you. And I repeat, a happy holiday to all you lovely people. Before I go further, I would have to make this a regular feature before I start my broadcast. The views expressed on this platform is not an extension of the views shared by Irfan Ali, Bharrat Jadgeo, or anyone from the PPP. They're solely mine and mine alone. Further, this program is not suitable for persons overly sensitive to explicits. This program is not suitable for members of the PNC, members of the Win Party, and followers, hardcore addicts of Azruddin Mohammed. But for the rest of you, welcome to Uncensored Guyana. I'm Dr. Prasad. I do apologize for the late start. This is due to the fact that in my area there was a power outage, as Guyanese know it to be blackout. And it was almost the whole day. But I later learned that the power company was busy upgrading the system. It's not a regular thing. So as a result of that, we were all inconvenienced for almost a day. While I'm on that note, I want to say something. I want to champion something. And it is a matter of fact. Suriname has one of the best electricity distribution system in the Caribbean. They have some of the best electrical engineers. The power plants around Suriname is one of the best in the Caribbean. You almost never experience power outages. And if there is a problem, within 10 to 15 minutes, power is restored. Why I'm saying that? This has been a case here in Suriname for a long time. For decades and decades, they have always maintained stable, reliable, professional, high quality electricity to their citizens. If none of the governments of Guyana is aware of that, then something is wrong with the foreign affairs ministries. Something is wrong with their embassies. Because we've had consecutive governments in Guyana ruled by two parties, PNC and the PPP, for decades. As a matter of fact, as long as I can remember, when my folks relocated from the, I want to say heaven, but not heaven, but from the safe haven of the compound that my father was based, because he was a part of the joint services, an officer in the force. And you had special privileges to reside at certain locations. And I was born on locations like that, residential. But when we later came to the coast because of transfer, I was about 11 years, going on 12. Then was the first time I knew what it was like to have blackouts. But from birth to 12 years old, I didn't know what it's like, because where we were living, because of my father, it was like a suburb, gated. But from that time to adulthood, throughout, there has never been a case where I can say that there was always a regular, reliable supply of electricity in Guyana. Never. And for what I've learned, it's still the same. And all these technicians and technical people who come from all over the world at high maintenance cost, even with the power barge that the Ali government secured in the first 5 years, can't solve the problem, has not resolved the problem. Guyanese continue to experience unreliable power supply, unreliable. Since I am 12 years old, that problem was there. You had a Hoyt, Janet Jagan, Bharrat Jadgeo, Granger, Ali, 5 presidents, and still they couldn't fix the problem. Still today, we have to depend on something called an oil, or what, gas to oil and whatever they're billing right now to solve the problem. I am making comparisons with a small nation that has massive infrastructure, much more than Guyana had. But yet, they've never had an issue with electricity, never. For decades and decades and decades. Government come, government go, government changed, and it was always stable. Like the Guyanese exchange currency, that is one of the things I have to give the Guyanese credit for. The exchange rate stayed the same for what? 30, 40 years? If it's 1, 2, 3 fluctuation, but it's stabilized. But that is attributed to all the governments. Why can the electricity of Guyana be stabilized like the currency? Like the currency exchange? Why not? You have Suriname just a border. Politicians come here a lot. Presidents come here a lot. They go and come, but yet you can't secure the expertise of the power company or the Ministry of Natural Resources. You can't secure expertise from your neighbor to help you out. You go all the way to Africa or wherever and secure these people at high, very high retainance fee, but still they can't solve the fucking problem. Why can't you try, government of Irfan Ali? Why can't you try secure some expertise from the Suriname Power Company? Let them go help. It's not a pride thing. They have the expertise. They have the engineers. They have the scientists. Let them go see what they can do to help the problem with electricity stabilization in Guyana. They have everything you need right next door. Why go all the way to thousands of miles and get these people who can't fix the problem? How many times have Guyana's government hired overseas people to help? How many times? But yet you have a problem with electrical supply in Guyana. Now GPL wants the citizens to report to them when the citizens buy an extra television. If the citizens decide to buy another microwave, more wattage, or to buy other cell phones, which will be more electrical consumption, they must inform GPL. What kind of a bullshit is that? What kind of a nonsense is that? If every household got to write a letter or call GPL to say, hey, we got our next baby here, you know. My daughter got married, you know. My son got a divorce, he's coming back home, you know. So we got to be using a little more electricity. We want you to know. So what will GPL do? What is GPL going to do? Go change the meter? Go put a bigger cable? What will they do? The issue is wattage. That's the issue. Wattage. If enough wattage is pumped from the company's generators and it circulates in the system, it matters not what the consumer has in their house. You have to supply the maximum power in case shit happens. You can't supply a depreciated amount and then you're hoping people turn their phones off. You're hoping they don't watch television all night. You're hoping they don't upgrade their washing machine or get a new air conditioning unit. You're hoping. No, supply a reliable amount of electricity and let the Guyanese eat from that. Whatever left is good. It goes back into the reserve. Reach out for help. You've hired all these people that are not making any sense. You have so much infrastructure happening right now that is consuming electricity. Street lights everywhere. The Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge is consuming a massive amount of electricity. Your grid has to be able to supply efficient electricity so that no matter if you have 10 Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge, it would not affect the average household because you're pushing out the capacity. You're pushing it out. This thing is too long, man. It's going on for too long. Years and years and years, it's the same fucking thing with GPL. You change managers, you change CEOs, you change directors, but it's the same thing. Then whose fault is it? You have bad transformers, the equipment. Everything that you're pumping the electricity from is bad, is outdated. It's since in Bornham's time. Since in Bornham's, it's an old worn out transformer. It's like the guy in the power line has a Nokia phone. When everybody else is streaming with Samsung and iPhone and Xiaomi and all these phones, they have Nokia. That doesn't have the picture yet. You can't take pictures. That's what they have. You gotta fix it, man. Stop talking. You bring power grids, millions of dollars, and you still can't fix the problem. Now you wait for the gas, the energy stuff. Don't inconvenience the lives of the citizens because you don't know how to figure things out. Hire expertise from Suriname. Give them a try. Give them a try. Charity begins at home. Don't go all the way to Africa and all these places. It costs you more. You have right next door. Anyway, since I start with the Bharrat Jadgeo Bridge, I'll continue on that. What's wrong with the bridge? What, is just 2 months? 2 months. And all these breaking news. And you know the people who are good at that would be the PNC. And the Win Party is an extension of the PNC. They just want to see something, something. And all these scraps and scrapes are going to get the memo. Hey, cover this, push this, lament on this, expose this, expand on this, expound on this. So the thing about it, for the average Guyanese, home and abroad, I'm here to tell you what I know. My knowledge may not be accurate, but it is convenient. It is to bring some hope and calm to your mindset. You're asking the question too. Is the Bharrat Jadgeo Bridge collapsing? Is this the beginning of the signs of the end? Was it a shabby job done? Was it poorly constructed? Did the Chinese do a bad job? Did they use poor materials, poor quality concrete? Was the foundation not done properly? These are the questions the wind people want you to ask whoever, maybe yourself. But I'm asking it for you. Was it? So let's try to engage our mental genius. Folks, let's engage our mental genius. You see, the rest of Guyana, to whom I've invited to be a part of the broadcast, they utilize their mindset. You know, they're smart people. They're not idiots, dumb idiots like Azruddin Mohammed and fucking Odessa Primer. They're not. They're smart people, so they think. The Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge is collapsing? Absolutely not. Was it poorly constructed? Absolutely not. Is it falling apart? No. Would it last the next 2 years? Yes. Would it last the next 200 years? Absolutely yes. Do they have to start maintenance on the bridge already? Absolutely no. What does that mean? It means that nothing is wrong with the bridge. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Whatever cracks the PNC is using their drone to try to identify whatever cracks and creases that may appear on an asphalted concrete surface. The only crack they need to look at is to identify the cracks in Norton's face so they can seal it up. Yeah. Because when it comes to the PNC and the wind people, we already know that the parties, they have a lot of cracks in them. They're falling apart. Their parties are falling apart because Azruddin can't even go to his own press conference because his people don't want him there. Imagine that. He started it. He started the party. His money funded it. He paid all of them to be a part of it. He bought their services. But when it comes to the press conference, they're saying, hey, listen, you have a lot of issues right now. I don't think you should be a part of the press conference. And besides, you can't speak. So it's better we speak what we write. We can't always be writing stuff for you to speak. You go do your video and go send your drones over the minister's son's house, allegedly, and let them edit that. You rehearse it, you voice over it, you audio dub it. Do that. Sit down nice behind the computer and tell them what shot you want of yourself, how close to zoom in. But when it comes to the press conference, it's live. We can't afford to let you keep making us look bad. After all, we are black people. We are black people and we have pride. We pride ourselves for our brains and our ability to speak. And you can't speak. A matter of fact, you just spoke. So don't come on the press conferences. That's why you don't see Azruddin in his own press conference. Those people in his camp don't want him there. The only person who is a party leader can't be in his own press conference. And they've had many without him. He does his own video on the side to get the attention he needs. He's an influencer now, political influencer, exposing corruption in his camp. So that's what they're doing. They use valuable time on internet space to do fear-mongering about the bridge. From day one, they hated the fact that President Irfan Ali is the one who got the glory for that massive, magnificent piece of architecture. Not on a paper, not in a computer, not on the internet, but an actual bridge that I had the honor of driving over, back and forth. Oh yes, I drove over the Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge. I did. I'm not a picture people. I'm not a type click. I ain't got time with that. But I drove over the bridge. It was a beautiful experience. Oh yes, it was. You got to do that at nights. You have to do that at nights. And you will be amazed to see that, am I in Guyana? Is this Guyana? Wow. GPL provides shitty service. But when you drive over the bridge at nights, you want to give GPL 5 stars. I mean, 5 stars. Because of the beauty of the Christmas lights you see. The twinkling hundreds of thousands of lights you see spread across the horizon. Massive. So when it comes to the nighttime supply of electricity, for you to see the beauty of Georgetown and the beauty of the coast from the height of the bridge, you want to give GPL, okay, a tap on the shoulder. At least they keep the lights on long enough for you to admire. The Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge is amazing. It's going to last 200 years. And like every infrastructure, you have to do your maintenance from time to time. You have to check, you have to have your management team. Every infrastructure, you build a skyscraper, you have to have a management team, a maintenance team. Because these are man-made structures. Don't let these rumors and fake news from the PNC blind you. It is good enough that the minister went out to assure the Guyanese that, hey, don't consume this kind of toxicity on social media and then you lose sleep. What you gonna do, swim across the Demerara River? Sherrod Duncan and the PNC, they don't want you to use the Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge. This is why Sherrod Duncan is in the US, because he's ashamed. He's embarrassed to be in Guyana because he don't want the occasion where he has to drive over Bharrat Jadgeo River Bridge because of pride. His pride is like, oh, I'm concerned about my life. I am not going to drive over that bridge, but he wants to. I am not going to. He wants the assurance. He wants God to come down and tell him, look, Garrett, look, Duncan, you can go over the bridge. I am God. I'm by your side. I'm taking you over. Then he's going to say, well, I only went over because God was by my side. He's always complaining, nag, like a fucking bitch. And the whole team It's the same thing, driving fear into Guyanese. You shouldn't drive over the bridge. The bridge is going to collapse. The bridge is this. The bridge is that. All kinds of nonsense. And they're showing some cracks. He should show. He should show the cracks that he often exposes to his boyfriends. That's the crack he should be showing. And all them win people. You're showing some fucking crack. Look at all them buildings you built, Azruddin Mohammed. All them buildings you built, they all have cracks. What, you gonna say the contractor didn't do his job? He gave you fake work because you didn't pay him enough? Your tenants should run away because the building that they're living in, the foundation is going away. The dirt is going away and leave the concrete because they didn't ram the place properly. Fake news. Nothing is wrong with the bridge, folks. It is massive, it's strong, it's healthy, it's just 2 months old. After 200 years, then you can complain. But then again, you wouldn't be here. Norton will be here. Aubrey Norton will be here after 200 years. He's been here since the 15th century. Since the 1500s. Ask him about Constantine. Ask Norton about Constantine. As a matter of fact, he met King James once. That's how ancient the man is. King James shook his hand. The Bible Norton has, that's what he got personally from King James. That's how ancient he is. A lot of you will not have the luxury of living out the full life of the bridge. But your great-grandchildren would be there to maybe whisper by your grave and say, you know, Grandma, you were complaining about the bridge, but it's like 150 years and it's still there. So let's move on from that. Okay, stop with the fake news. The bridge is fine. Stop making accidents on the bridge. I'm beginning to think that some of you are purposely doing it because you want to damage the infrastructure, then to blame Ali, to say, you see, it is weak. Stop making accidents on the fucking bridge. How the heck can you collide? You have collusion. How can you have massive accidents on a bridge? How is that even possible? So much security measures on that bridge. And so far, look how many accidents has been recorded. I think it's a conspiracy. I think they planned this accident. I think they're doing it on purpose to destroy the bridge. They're doing it, I think they're doing it on purpose. So I think the people who, if the one who is guilty, the one who caused the accident, I think they shouldn't just get a fine, they should get prison time. Because it seems like they're doing it on purpose. They're ramming the bridge on purpose. And that is damage, that is vandalism of public infrastructure, and they should face jail time for that. Teach the others a lesson who are planning to do it. I think the PNC is sending them to do that. Such a massive bridge, such a beautiful piece of art. You're going to cause accidents on a bridge? Fuck, man. You're really unpatriotic. You're really hateful and jealous. Fucking accident on bridge. Look, I can't tell you if the Lindoners got their cash grant from Azruddin Mohammed, the 200,000. I can't tell you, maybe somebody from Linden can say if they have received the cash grant. But it seemed like he wants to extend this to the rest of the country. Because he don't want to come out and say things now. His group of losers, we invest in Negroes, are pushing his talking points. They're the ones pushing his talking points when it comes to cash grant. Azruddin Mohammed, if you want to give the cash grants to Guyanese, go the fuck ahead and do it, man. Do it. Then declare it in your taxes. And it's going to be discounted from the 191 billion that you still owe the people of the country. Pay the cash grant. Norton is calling for, the PNC wants the government to give 150,000. You want 200,000, then go ahead and give the fucking 200,000. Go ahead. Share it out. It's 10 days before Christmas. I mean, 9 days before Christmas. You have a lot of time. You have a lot of schools you can go around the country and just give out the cash. Then they'll fight each other and rob each other. But just give it out. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Whether your press conference talks or you yappy, it's when people talking. Stop the talking, man. Give out the cash grant. You're so concerned about Guyanese. Oh, the cost of living. The cost of living. See why the PNC bankrupted Guyana? All them niggas can think about is free money and fucking food. That's all they can think about. Free money and food. They want cash grants, free money for what? Eat it out. So Azruddin, help them out. Help your people out. Give them the 200,000 cash grant so they can at least have a belly full Christmas. Belly full Christmas. Nobody wants to bake bread anymore. They want to buy the Bakewell bread and the Banks bread and all these other bread. Give them the cash grant, Azruddin. They don't want to cook anymore. They want to buy their pepper pot and buy their bread and buy their this and buy their that. Help them out. You talk too much. And speaking of talking, how is it that the Win Party have all of these doctors and they have an idiot as a secretary, the general secretary, a fucking idiot, Odessa Primus, who needs to go on, what do you call it, Ozempic? Is that it? Maybe you should have a nutritional regimen like the First Lady of Guyana, the beautiful First Lady of Guyana. Maybe Odessa Primus should ask her, what's her nutritional plan? Say, Madam First Lady, I'm curious. Can you advise me as to who your trainer is? What gym do you go to? What is it that you take that you manage to come down to such a youthful virgin beauty? Tell me, what is it that you do? I'm sure the First Lady would be happy to educate you, Odessa Primus. Because fat doesn't look good on you. Fat don't look good on you. There are some people who, are extravagant in a good way when they're overweight, not obese. Obese people are fucking ugly. People who are obese are ugly, seriously. They smell bad. They're hideous. They always have a bad attitude, toxic, negative, and they're fucking ugly. Obese people. Fat is not obese. Fat is unhealthy, but the kind of plus size kind of fat is sexy, You can balance it. You're not going to break the bed down. You're not going to and you talk towards you no. Sexy kind of fat. You wear your clothing, you're still fuckable. Obese is hell to the no. Odessa Primus, you are obese. You ain't fat. You are obese. You are extreme ugly. But there is hope. There is hope. Talk to the First Lady. There are many people who are unfortunate because they make kids, the baby fat. Then it's hard to get rid of it. And some persons hold on to it like, okay, well, I have to cherish this because it reminds me of being pregnant and all them crap. Ask the First Lady. She will tell you, she will advise you Because it's a nice woman. She has a nice personality. I never hear her speak, but she has a nice personality. I'm sure she's going to say, hey, we want all the members of parliament. We want all the members of parliament to be attractive, to be healthy, to be lookable, not to be smelling around the parliament. So if you talk to her, I tell you, she'll give you a few tips. But how is it you have all these so-called brainiacs? I mean, a lot of them now, they're now learning how to speak. They're like their leader. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Yes, Azruddin. All the people from the Win Party is like their leader. They can't speak. They're picking. However, why didn't you give one of these doctors the position of the general secretary? Why? You have political parties where the general secretary are men. Why you have to give this hideous looking woman the general secretary? I mean, come on. That's the face you want for your party when you leave the country, Azruddin? While you're locked away in prison and you get in the Guyana Times newspaper or the Chronicle newspaper and you're reading, well, the new leader of the Win Party and former General Secretary Odessa Fuckmus, I'm saying that she this and she that. I mean, is that what you want? That's what all your hard work was for, to hand your party over to this idiot? Give one of those black doctors that you have the party secretary, general secretary's position. It will look better. You never know, you might get a few years off your sentence. And they would like for me to say this because, after all, they themselves are thinking, well, that's a fucking primus. I mean, not even the Rasta one, not even the lesbians. I mean, she's kind of a looker. I don't know if she likes men, but from that kind of face, it's hard to tell. After all, her father, David Hines, I mean, you see what Guyanese did? Guyanese, you see what you did? You're accusing me, not Guyanese. Them niggas. You're calling me a racist. You're calling me an Uncle Tom and a sellout and all kinds of names, all kinds of names. I'm not answering to any, but I'm just making a point. And you sit back and allow Ugly Norton to appoint a racist motherfucker like David Hines, who blatantly, publicly talks about the worst of the Guyanese people, even his own people, that he claims to be the expert on African studies. He studied the Africans in Guyana, and he knows that all of them are what you call the Lick Bamsi. That's his historical degree. Studying how the African men are Lick Bamsi. And that's the man they put in the parliament to represent you, Afro-Guyanese. He called you Lick Bamsi. He's pushing all these atrocities and he's pushing all these conspiracy theories. And when the Adriana case was there, he said all these wicked things about the Indo-Guyanese. When it had the case with the Mother Latchme, none of them, they condemned, they push to celebrate the attacks. And these are the people you want Afro-Guyanese to represent you in the parliament? Like David Hines, a fucking retiree. He is retired like 5 times. I don't know why they keep calling him back. Now his daughter is an executive to the extension of the PNC, the Win Party. And you want the Guyanese to trust these two people to say, oh no, they're different. No, they're not different. The father is in the PNC, the daughter is in Win. Oh, she was in the PNC too, but they just sent her over to Win to spy on Azruddin to see when he's leaving, and then to push the conspiracy and push the plan to make the daughter the leader of the opposition. Oh, yes, she is the only seasoned politician in Win, the only one. So when Azruddin Mohammed is gone, who do you think is going to be the opposition leader? She will. Not Primus, not Fuckmus, not none of those are not speaking doctors that they have. No, the person who is going to replace Azruddin is the daughter of David Hines. She was raised by this racist PNC Bornamite. He used to babysit Burnham. He babysat Burnham. And that's the hand that raised the woman that's going to be the next opposition leader of Win. And you want to trust them? You want to think that the Win party is an inclusive party? No, they're blacks. Win is a we invest in Negroes. There's no accident in that. We invest in Negroes. That's the Win party. PNC is plenty, non-stop, nagging. Change the C to N, PNN. Because complaining and nagging is the same thing. Plenty, non-stop, okay, complaining, skunts. And we invest in Negroes, all black people. And Indo-Guyanese is funding a party that is controlled by blacks. Imagine that. Imagine that. And they want you to trust them. Trust them for what? 200,000 cash grant. Give the fucking cash grant yourself, Azruddin. Give the cash grant yourself. The Guyanese are going to welcome that. And they're going to pray for you as you spend your time in federal prison. They shall remember you after 30 years. But give them, start giving them that. You got to change that mentality. Change the mentality, black people. Work and earn. Forget the cash grant thing. You don't send donations to me, so I'm not pushing for you to get cash grants. No cash grant. I would like for you to get a job so you can get rid of all those Venezuelan, there's those illegal Venezuelan that's taking your husbands and your wives. Get rid of them, but you have to work. You heard what Sparrow said. Beer, sex, can full gal belly. Gal want clothes and gal want money. Beer, sex, can full gal belly. Is it Sparrow? Yeah. Gal want clothes and gal want money. So if you niggas don't have a job, them Venezuelan junkies, them prostitutes and them gangsters are going to take your wives. Okay? Don't say you weren't warned. They're going to take your wives. And yesterday was a protest for the PNC. What happened? The PNC were supposed to continue their protest for the cash grant every Monday leading up to Christmas. That's what they said. They said that. What happened? Enlighten me. You know? What happened to the protest? Oh, I get it. Nobody showed up last Monday. And because of your ego, you just said something on the camera like, oh, we're going to continue this protest with our 50 people every Monday until the government. What happened yesterday? Now you get it. Now you get it. Guyanese, they have awoken. They have arrived. They have arrived. The eyes are opened. They can see. Guyanese can see. I can see clearly now, PNC is gone. I can see the early sunshine in my way. PNC gone, gone, gone. So no matter what you do, no matter what you bunch of niggas do, people will not respond to you. That's why you didn't have a protest yesterday, because nobody will come. The Afro-Guyanese, the real Afro-Guyanese, the loving, caring, sweet, amazing, beautiful, hardworking, educated Afro-Guyanese are where they belong. With the PPP, President Ali. You see how they treated him in New York? Do you see how they treated him in New York? It's hard to tell the guy is Indian. I mean, seriously, it is hard to tell that in New York, President Ali is really an Indo-Guyanese. Because the Afro-Guyanese in New York, they're all over the guy. They're all over. They want to make, it's like they want to make him over into black. That's how much they love him. That's how much they love him. And on the side, you have this homosexual, Lickford Burke, pushing this racism, pushing this breaking news, pushing this and pushing that. And all this gossip and scandal about the First Lady's health and all that kind of shit. I mean, you know niggas are jealous, man, but I've never experienced this level of jealousy. Black people are usually jealous of black people. But when you have black people jealous of Indians, to the extent that they will do damage to that extent, wow. Maybe President Ali is the opposite to what Smelly Smell said. Maybe Smelly Smell had a look at the man's penis back in the day when she was sucking dicks. I think she still does. And she didn't get a chance to suck his. And that stayed with her. You know, when a woman threw herself at you, I can tell you this here, I can tell you this. Okay, I've had experience. When a woman threw herself at you, and you turn her down, she hates you for the rest of her life. She never forgives you. You know how many women hate me right now? Because they threw themselves at me and I'm not interested. You're not my type. Oh, they hate it. Believe me. When you hear people, when you see people online, wherever, saying stuff about me, and females, the first thing you must think about is that maybe she wanted him to fuck her, but he didn't, and she's hating now. Always draw that conclusion first. So Smelly Smell, maybe she wanted to jerk off Ali back in the day because she liked the dick she saw. And he was like, I like black girls, but not you. And she hated him. For that, she kept that hatred in her heart. And now that he's president, and the man looks good, and she's seeing all these women hugging him and hugging him close in her mind, damn, they're feeling that thing because he's horny. He's always horny. So I know when they're hugging him and he gets a hard on, they're going to feel that. And she's like, oh my gosh, why couldn't it be me? Why did I have to listen to Burke and Benchcop and all these people and start cussing Jagdeo and Ali and Anil Nandalal, and now I'm a hater. Now I'm on the side. Why couldn't it be me? Why couldn't I just support Ali and Jagdeo all my life so that now I'll have the chance to hug and squeeze and brace? So she's hating on the man and telling the man he has a small dick. Nobody bothers with you if you have a small penis. Nobody bothers with you. Women don't pick on men if they have a small dick. They don't even bother with them. But if the man has a penis that is impressive and causing them to fantasize, especially if they wanted it and couldn't get it, and they're thinking other women are enjoying it, oh my gosh. Is all hell break loose to a woman's scorn. I tell you, I know. I've been there. I still have women hating on me because accidentally they saw something and they think they deserve the taste or a sample, and I said, fuck no. And they're hating till now. So I understand what the president is going through with Smelly Smell and why she's picking on the man's wife. You would think she was the side chick. You would think she was the bitch he used to fuck. You would think so. The way she talks, you would think that this man really gave her a time. You would think so. But not even a hug. And she's hating, spreading fake news. Azruddin is sending her a lot of fake stuff to push on the internet because maybe he himself had a crush on Ali. I hear things about him. I heard stuff. I don't know. I heard stuff. So maybe he had a crush on Ali. Yeah. So you see, President Ali, it's not that you did something wrong that these people are picking on you. Is that they had sexual interest in you and you weren't interested. And now that you have a gorgeous looking wife, they're fantasizing the pleasure she's getting and they think they deserved it and they can't get it. Smelly Smell, all the PNC and the Win lowlifes, fuck ups. If you have interest in Indian men, there are a lot. There are a lot. And they're all horny. They like to fuck. That's something that is unique with Indian men and black men. They like their dicks in holes. So you ain't gotta worry. But stop picking on Ali, man. Let the man run the country. In New York, the man went there and embraced the people. Guyanese love the man everywhere he goes. You just love the guy. He's down to earth. He don't wear suits like me. He's down to earth. Look how the man sat down eating Chinese food. You could never get me to do that. I'm jealous too. I'm like, what? I can't do that. Why can't I ever do that? I would love to be able to be so comfortable in public to eat, but that is Ali. As far as I knew, that's how he is. He would eat anywhere, amongst anyone's, and he was a master with his hands. I could not master. I couldn't eat with my hands. I was up. They always ate. You know, give him a spoon. We go to Chinese restaurant. He would be with his hand. I have to get a spoon. I tried. I just can't get it. That's why they're saying that, you know what, you're a fake Indian. What kind of an Indian are you and you can't eat with your hands? Yeah, well, I'm the one that can't eat with my hands. And that's what I like about President Ali. The greatest president ever, but the most down-to-earth president ever. Give the man a break. His wife is gorgeous. All right? She is down to her size. That's her size. When people get pregnant, they explode, they get bloated. But she managed her weight, she managed her life, and give her a break, man. Enough of this shit. Well, another boat is bombed. 8 people, this time, killed. President Donald Trump is on a roll. He's on a roll. 8 people yesterday. Or is it today? Bombed again. Venezuelans, drug dealers, drug lords, cartels, transporting drugs by sea. They're not hearing. They ain't get the message. Maduro just don't want to quit. He thinks Russia is going to help him. Putin is a smart man. He secured deals because it's like, hey, I'm the IMF. When I make a deal with Venezuela, it's not with Maduro. Is whoever comes after got to stick to the deal. Putin is a smart man. He's taking all the deals he can get now because he knows the next president might not be so friendly to him. And Maduro thinks that is a message Putin sending to America to say, hey, don't touch that guy, he's my guy. No. Putin is doing what every European, every colonizer does. Take advantage of a destable government, a weak government, a confused government. Sign deals. When everybody is distracted with war, you make proposals. Get them to sign the country over. So when the war is finished or the war starts, your investment is safe. Whoever comes after, they can't change it. Your government made a deal. You can't change it or you pay me. They all do that. But he thinks it means, oh, Donald Trump, look, Putin is on my side. Look. No, Trump don't give a fuck. He bombed more boats to tell you that I don't give a fuck. You keep pissing me off, I keep dropping bombs. Any day now, they're on the ground. The operation starts. Any day now, it's official. But the thing that you have to do as Guyanese is understand that you have to become a militant also as a citizen and stand guard, stand ready, be prepared. Because Maduro is going to take his wrath out on Guyana and Trinidad. If you think I am pushing, as some of you say, lies, I have one challenge. And my challenge is wait and see. That's it. I'm not a politician. I'm not looking for votes. So I have nothing to gain from lying to you. Nothing. I don't make money here. Views don't get me money. Clicks don't get me money. There's no benefit to me. I am saying what I need to say to wake up Guyanese, to let them understand. The plans of Maduro is to attack Guyana, attack Trinidad. If Donald Trump gets him before the war starts, then we are safe. But if the war starts, it started already. But if the bombs start to drop and they haven't secured Maduro, he's going to use whatever he has to take it out on Guyana and Trinidad. Ain't nothing fake about that. Wait and see. But while you wait, be vigilant. Be observant. Look at the Venezuelans. Look at the people who are coming across the border. Don't sleep. Don't take them for granted. They are your enemies. They are your enemies. Well, one of the other things that the WIN people said, they talked about bullies in school. I'll go back to my days of schooling. I've never witnessed that. I've never witnessed students being bullied. I've never witnessed fights in school. I've never witnessed that. Because I was surrounded by a lot of Indians, and Indians don't. Again, you see, I have to use the Indo-Guyanese as a model. I have to keep using them as a model. They have laid the best impression, the best foundation. Society has been kept to a certain moral standard because of them. I have to use them. I can't, no matter what I try to say, I have to come back to using examples of Indo-Guyanese to make my point. I can't help it. The blacks have never lived an exemplary life that you can use them as examples of anything. Never. So I can't use black people for nothing. However, the WIN, Azruddin Mohammed and his camp must understand that bullies are blacks. The children of black people are bullying other children because that's what they see their elders doing. That's what they see happening in the ghettos. Bullyism. What do you think robbery is? Robbery is bullying somebody who's unsuspecting to take their stuff. Crime is bullying the weak and the vulnerable. Black people are bullies by nature, and that's what they produce, bullies. So you have to start in the black neighborhoods, on the black platform, with David Hines, the PNC camp. Start with them. Tell them to stop bullying the Ali government. Tell the elders to stop bullying people. Stop robbing and stealing and looting and shooting and murdering. Tell them to stop it. And they have to educate the children in their homes that when they go to school is to learn, not to bully. Bullying in school is not an Ali thing. It's not a PPP thing. Indian people don't bully people. Indian kids don't bully other kids. If they do, they're scrapes. And they're trying to impress their black friends. Or they're doing it because they're scared of the black friends and they want to show the black friends that, hey, I'm not afraid of you, I can bully too. But bullyism is a black man's thing. Eradicate it from the black ghettos, from the black homes, and you won't have a problem in the schools. Who are the teachers? Most are black. Most are black. And you have an issue with bullyism in the schools, and most of the fucking teachers are black, then who has the problem? The black people. Don't blame the government for that. Blame the black people. Everything bad that happens to Guyana, the blacks are the center of it. Everything. You don't believe me? Check the records. But for now, change can only come to Guyana if the black man understands that he is the one who needs to change. Change can only come to Guyana if the black man understands that he is the one who needs to change. Until next time, goodbye.